God. Excuse me. Y'all are correct, by the way. I only mm, like I haven't played this game. But I guess this is more of a also I did find out not too long ago what was causing my game to kind of crap out on me. Like it would freeze. Where is that at? I want to know where that's at. That's actually pretty cool looking. All right. Oh, we're not where I thought we were. Whoopsies. Oh well. I had a cool screenshot, so I wasn't worried about it. But here we are back in the Glenbrook with the Wolf Valley. This is the stock locomotive they give you, so, well, one of them. So it's the Lake Valley Railroad, but we have the Wolf Valley. We've bought, what happened is, and I'm going to make a full-on backstory here. So the Lake Valley Railroad was what was here before we purchased the railroad. They had laid down quite a bit of track. Hello, how are you? And they went bankrupt because they couldn't afford to keep moving, keep going, right? They sold most of their stock except for 4 cars, in which I will show here in a moment. They sold all but these 4 cars that we are currently loading, and they sold all but 2 locomotives, and all the track and everything. We purchased every bit of track that you see on the map. And since we've began, we renamed it because they didn't want us stealing their name to their railroad, so they had us change the name. So we changed it to Wolf Valley Railroad. Or excuse me, not Wolf Valley. Wolf Valley is another railroad we own. We changed it to Wolf Lake Railroad. That's the lore behind Lake Valley for this playthrough, I guess. Pretty darn decent lore, if I do say so myself. it is kind of sad to me how one, not many people play this game anymore, and two, that it's been left abandoned like it has. It does hurt. It really does. 'Cause this game had a lot of potential behind it, even before the other companies stepped in and, in my opinion, rushed the production, in which made us receive the unfinished product that we have now. And it's honestly saddening to me because this game had a lot of potential to be greater, but um the rushed production, and I do blame the rushed production because I believe with all my heart and soul is what caused it. The rushed production ended up causing us to lose a potentially very good game, a game that would have been really, really fun had they finished it. But from what I've seen, that's what Augustine does, which, for those of you who don't know, Augustine are one of the people that helped the game, and I'm putting this in quotations, quote, helped the game exit early access But you know what's funny? Like a lot of people think, excuse me, a lot of people think, a game leaving out of early access means that it's completely complete. There are a lot of games that are still in early access that I feel like could leave early access as they are and be some of the coolest and most fun to play games just as they are without being in early access. One of my biggest ones that I would choose would by far be um BeamNG. I think just stock, it is the perfect game. Alright. Alright, we got plenty of water, we're fine. Completely stock, this game would be great. Not even joking. Alright, so we're going around the other way this time. You gotta do, ain't it right, John? Like, you gotta do, like, different things to make this game interesting. Like, coming up with a backstory to your railroad or whatever. I wish I could get, like, color pictures of some of, like, the old locomotives that are in the game that were used on certain railroads. And what I would do is I would take every locomotive, if I could find a picture that wasn't in black and white but was in color, and I would do them up like they had them in real life. I'll tell you some locomotives. Hello. Yeah, that's why I run. That's actually a very good point. Um, that's actually a very good point. That's why you'll notice I'm using a pre-laid, what they set up, a pre-laid um map. Now I did recently start building a very horrible track layout, and this map did not come equipped with a gold mine, so I went ahead and I put the gold mine industries down myself. And yeah, I agree. That's actually something I've pointed out multiple times. It would be nice to be able to have your locomotive run and you can control it later with like AI or something, like you can with Railroader. But see, this game, if they wanted to call it a sandbox, like they really want you to call it, they would make a mode to where you can buy and play any of the locomotives in the game at any point in time. But they don't have it that way. You have to grind the crap out of the darn game in order to actually get anything. Like, I'm currently at level 5, trying to get to level 6 just so I can get one freaking locomotive to take it up to the coal mine. I've never been one that really likes the idea of, kind of what I call cheating. Now, we're about to go by the only cheat, quote unquote, that I've used, and it was only because of the fact it was getting really freaking boring having to haul back and forth to the same place, only to use up a buttload of fuel and water for nothing. This thing here, that's beside the sawmill here, it takes planks, so I would just keep the two cars loading and I would just unload on that side just constantly just to make some money and points. And shoot, for the longest time, yeah, I know. And I hate that. That's why I don't do that. I mean, you see where everything's set up. I was using, instead of this sawmill here, I was going all the freaking way up here and doing it. But, like, it got really old, really boring, really fast. And honestly, like, there was this perfect place. Um, there was this perfect place over here. And I was like, you know what? It would be a lot more fun and a lot more interesting for me to just go on ahead and just freaking do all the weird switching and crap that you have to do in this. So that's what I've been doing as of recent. Honestly, if I'm being honest, like, alright, hold on, I'll show you guys what locomotives I like. I like all these locomotives up to like probably, up to probably about like this one. Like, once you get to that point, it becomes one of those locomotives where it's like, oh yeah, we're not going to really make them try very hard to pull a load or anything. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're beautiful locomotives. I love the way this one looks. But 19,000 pounds of tractive effort, at that point, you can make a freaking 40 car long train and haul it with no freaking issue. Where's the fun in that? Give me a good old climax and I'll freaking chuff it up the hill. Yeah, I agree, Ricky. I have to agree with you on the prelaid stuff. Which, oddly enough, if you don't choose the prelaid option, I think on every single one of the maps, they actually give you the choice of Shay, Montezuma, or like the early Porter locomotive. But when you do prelaid, they give you two locomotives on every map. I actually have a Mason Bogey. I'll show it to you here in a minute. But yeah, I like Railroader, but it's one of those games where it feels like it should have modding support and it doesn't. And it just like kind of ruins it for me. Because like, don't be wrong, I love the locomotives that are in there, but they're all like, there's nothing really special about them or anything. Like, I want a good old Camelback locomotive. Uh, these are prelayed. Those are not. The red ones are the ones that I like the most, so I use those. These ones here are prelayed though. They had this. I'm not even joking. They had this as a shunting line for some odd reason. On all three of them, they had it as a shunting line instead of a circle like they normally do. So I just went ahead and made it a loop. And it makes it simple for me. And having the two sawmills is useful too. The reason I don't have a ton of mods is one, I don't like the fact that they're not Steam supported. They don't have a Steam support mod system. And the reason I don't like that is because I've never been good with trying to get off site mods. Never been good at it. Um, you know, I'm gonna show you something right fast, Ricky. Let me get done with this right fast. I wanna show you a little secret that I don't think a lot of people know that's actually in the Pine Valley map, prelayed. And it's one of those barn finds that, if you're not paying close enough attention, you're not really gonna see it anyway. I found it one day, um, just goofing around in the map, just flying around. And I'm like, huh, this looks weird. And there it was, just sitting there. But yeah, I went and splurged not too long ago and I bought the little Betsy. And here is my Mason Bogey. She still has a little bit of steam. Anyway, let me go. Ah. Yeah, from what I understand from the devs for Railroader, though, they are planning on working on uh adding mods or mod support to the game, which is great. But like, when? When are you going to do that? Like, they've talked about that that's the next thing they're working on, but when? All right, don't worry about my $1. Give me a second. I want to show you something. Uh, I'm a All right, give me just a second. I want to show you something. It's actually pretty funny. We don't really care because I'm not saving this. But I like my knuckles. Now, I did talk about and I did ask, and nobody ever answered me. I wanted to. I asked one time if you guys wanted to see me try and do a map where it was me doing the Lincoln pins, and nobody ever answered, so I just kind of keep with the knuckles. The knuckles make it easier when you're doing multiplayer or single player. Multiplayer is probably where I'd use Lincoln Pen. Now, if they actually had like a decent um system as far as like a time system in the game that didn't feel like it actually takes you doing years in order to do it, um, I would do like a startup. But yeah, all right, here we go. We're here. All right, so yeah, I love the fact that on this map they give you a Betsy and these two things. But anyway, I want to show you this. So this is Pine Valley. There is a special locomotive that I don't think a lot of people know about. I think I actually got it on a stream one time. I can't remember. So over here, I gotta hold on. Let me pull up the map right fast. I gotta see where it's at. Unless they deleted it, they did not. All right, so there is a random. I'm not even joking. A random ass fucking line over here, and if you go over here, it looks like an abandoned shed, right? Look at this shit. There's something in there. Oh shit! I gotta fucking delete the whole damn thing. I think. Yeah. Hold on. Let me just. Props. I think it's a prop. No. Go all. Look at that shit. Ain't that cool? That is in the pre-game save for Pine Valley. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't come with much coal, from what I remember. Yeah, they took all the coal and everything out of it. So what you'd have to do is you could teleport it over there to where the Betsy is or whatever. Lost engine. Yes, uh-huh. No, this is the I gotta go to it right there. So this is quite literally this. I can actually probably make it exactly like what they have it. Headlight. We'll just do the paint for it. Yeah, there's the paint. Yeah, see? It's quite literally that locomotive. I think there might be another one. No, there's not. It's quite literally just that locomotive. It's some crazy shit. I found it like randomly just trying to like I was just exploring and I was looking on the map. I'm like, wait, hold on, what's that track do? Yeah, that's what I said. Like, hold on, why is that free? Yeah, that actually surprised me when I found it. Like, it's just sitting there, waiting to be discovered. And I don't think they really expected anybody to do what I did and go flying around the map to explore it because Pine Valley is like the main map. It's been the main map since the game first come out. So I don't think they were expecting anybody to really go around looking. But yeah, I saw it and I was like, hold on a minute. And I grabbed it, took it all the way over there. And what I did is I bought a coal locomotive. I think I actually bought a Mason Bogie and I took all the coal out of the Mason Bogie and put it in there. Yes, they have pre-laid maps. I can't stand Mesa. I don't know how people pronounce it. I can't stand that map. I don't know why. I really don't like it. Don't ask me why. I've just never really been a fan of that map. I like Aurora Falls. I like Pine Valley. And I like Lake Valley, but Mesa just when you're playing with the stock locomotives and you're trying to get from like the sawmill to wherever or the logging camp to the sawmill, like it takes you 40 freaking years to get over there for no reason. Like it's a massive map, definitely meant for the you could, but the issue with that is you have to have coal. Like the coal towers aren't glitched and being at least I don't think they are. You've sparked my interest now. Hold on. I'm freaking curious. Whack. Nope, coal towers spawn in empty. Which I think is kind of crazy that the coal towers spawn in empty, but they have that hold on, let me see if I can find it. They have the freaking Woodrick thing that like automatically refuels or just refills itself on logs. You can place it any freaking where and it'll refill itself on logs. So it's crazy to me that they don't have it to where at least the coal tower comes in when you spawn it filled with coal. Or at least like maybe, I don't know, 5, 10 pieces of coal. Something like that would be nice. Alright, how much cash did I not make? Oh wow, 865. Hey, that's pretty good. You know what? We want some air in here. Get these open. Yay. And I think the thing that's always kind of aggravated me is one of the things I've noticed also, and I wish they would fix all this stuff, is you get your locomotive when you buy it, and it comes filled with coal or wood, but they can't bother to make it filled with water when you first get it. It's like, no, we've worked hard enough. Let's just make them have to suffer in trying to figure out how to put water in it, just to drive them bloody nuts and friggin' ugh! But yeah, needless to say, I've said it numerous times, even though I don't like Heist, I am very much looking forward to his game when it finally comes out. Because from what I'm understanding, it's like a mix of Railroader and Railroads Online. And honestly, from what I've seen so far, it is going to be a blast. The only thing I can say that I'm not liking is with he's talking about adding a feature to where you have to specially load every locomotive. And for me, that just seems like one of those like needless things unless you're like a massive train. Um, one of your massive train nerds, you're not really gonna want to do that all the time. So that'll be a feature, that'll be a feature I'd probably try out like one time, and if I don't like it, I'll just leave it alone. But if said feature, I would like to see it, and this is just because, it does get kind of boring, knowing exactly how long you can run a locomotive before, you have to put more wood in the whatever. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the firebox simulation thing. That just seems like a heist thing to me, like something that heist would want to sit there and do all day. That and honestly, with the firebox thing, it feels like it would be more of a multiplayer thing. Cargo penalty for open air cargo. What do you mean, cargo penalty? I'm reading that right? What the hell? That must be something new I haven't heard about yet. I don't like. I know I keep up kind of sort of with the studio's videos, but I don't really watch them because he likes to run his fucking mouth too much. But like he talks a lot of shit, and I'll tell you that now. He talks a lot of shit about a lot of games. Oh, well, dude, that actually, well, if you think about it, if they have an option to where you can turn the weather off, that won't be an issue either. You know. But again, perfect example of them trying way too hard to make a game feel like real life. Like it's a cool feature, but it's something that I would like the option to turn off. I mean, because Railroads Online has the weather to where you can turn it on and off. Like I know for a fact talking about the him talking a lot of crap about a lot of games. I know for a fact he talks a lot of crap about Railroads Online. Shoot, when he was playing it with Khan, he talked crap after crap after crap about about how he didn't like certain things with the game, but yet he was still sitting there playing it. And then he proceeded to say, we'll continue playing it once they fix it. And then they fixed whatever he was complaining about, and people asked him about going back to it, and he said he wasn't going back to it. So again, lied to his viewers. And then there's the whole fact of this is the same guy that also had a hissy fit that a few bolts in on a locomotive in Railroader got screwed up or didn't get put in the place that he wanted it to be at. And he and his Discord went and raided the Railroader Discord to a point where they had to shut it down and wait until they left or whatever. Like, this is the guy that's developing a game that everybody so badly wants to play. He's more of a child than most 5-year-olds. And you know what I blame it on? I blame it on being spoiled. He's literally admitted multiple times that he comes from a rich family. But yeah, I do look, even though I don't respect him because of the fact that he acts like a 5-year-old, I do look forward to his game. God, I love that echo. That's something I hope he adds into the game is the echo. Because that is just, I love just sitting here sometimes. Like, I'll go into certain areas and maps, and I'll just do this. But talking about like he comes from a rich family and everything, you cannot, fully hate the guy because like the guy works, does what he wants to do. Instead of, just sitting at home on his mom's couch being like, Mama, make the butler make me a sandwich. The guy actually gets out there and does what he wants to do and gets his hands dirty. And for that, he has my respect. But dude, you gotta, at some point, become a human. Probably, if I'm being honest with you, Ricky, as much of it, and I'll say it, I believe with all my heart and soul that Heist is OCD as hell. But as OCD as he is, I don't think it'll ever release. I think it's just something he's doing so that he can say, it's easy to develop a game. I've done it. And then I'll tell you now, if I ever freaking hear that, I'm gonna go, okay, then where's the fucking game at? Hmm? And the thing is, I don't think it's his friends. I think it's him. Because as is right now, and I've seen some of the stuff they're releasing, from what I see now, they're working on facilities. Okay? They've worked on locomotives and all the other stuff, the customization options and everything, as of recent, right? So, I'm indifferent on Heist. I like the fact he works on old stuff, but I know that ain't paying his bills. No, we all know it ain't paying his bills. But at least he's not one of those like stuck up kids that, is hopefully at least that's relying solely on his family's money to get him by. I mean, the guy doesn't he live in an apartment? Like he doesn't live in a big fancy mansion or anything. He lives in like a freaking little rinky dink. You know, the other thing that really pisses me off about Heist is the only thing he seems to ever go to is these big, fancy, well-known railroads when he goes on vacations and stuff. Like he's went to, um, um, honestly, I feel bad for the woman that wants to actually be with Heist. I don't think I could stand being around him. Unless she's probably a trained nerd herself, is probably the only reason he likes her. She probably salivates more than he does on trains. Doesn't matter to me, but you know, that was one of the things that actually made me leave, was his arrogance, the fact that he only ever visited like um certain railroads. Like he's went to the Denver and Rio Grande, he's been to the East Broad Top, he's been to all these big, well-known freaking railroads. I asked him numerous times, hey, the South Carolina Railroad Museum needs somebody like you, a YouTube channel like you, to go out and bring in people because they're trying to actually get enough money to restore a steam locomotive to running conditions so they can run one. And he didn't even act like he gave a crap. He doesn't really care about standard gauge. He only goes to no, quite literally the snow plows are just for like if you have weather on and you turn snow on. I'm not even joking. But like I don't know. He doesn't really seem to really care about smaller railroad museums and stuff. Narrow gauge has its cool locomotives, I will say that. But um if you do decide to go to the South Carolina Railroad Museum, don't expect much. I'll tell you that now. Matter of fact, I have a few shorts of the train ride if you want to go look at it. But I got to ride. I paid like I think it was like $50 to go ride in the locomotive, and they use like this old. All the locomotives they use are diesel for one. They currently, as far as I know, they only have one running diesel locomotive, and every single one of them came from an army base. Old army shunters. Yeah, my railroad is really freaking cheap, so the little road museum. And bad thing is, my railroad that I'm talking about that's near me, it's like 1 or 2 hours away from me, so I have quite a drive to get there, but I enjoyed it when I went last year. But it only operates like from June to a certain um from like June to sometime, and then they do like event specials, like they'll do Halloween things. They do a Santa Claus train. I think they do an Easter Bunny train as well. Um, I signed up to be a volunteer, and they were supposed to call me and let me know if they were gonna have me help out or whatever, but they never messaged me or anything. So I figured they just didn't want my help. So, but if I'm being honest, I like locomotives and stuff, but now I'm more of a tank, ship, and plane type of guy now. So, I find myself liking Navy museums. Like in Charleston, they have the Patriots Point, where they have the Yorktown and the Laffey. I find that I'm interested more in that stuff now than I am in the railroading stuff. But, my whole plan was to go and become a railroader at one point. And, I still want to do it. I still want to go work for CHX. Hold on a second. But yeah, I still love locomotive. Like, I love the crazy, like almost experimental locomotives. Those are always the ones that I enjoy looking at the most. Like the crazy looking ones. Like, one of my favorite designs, even though it's like really, really weird. I have two. Heist can't stand one of them. I don't know his opinion on another one or the other one. Hold on a sec, guys. I'm trying to message my mom and answer her questions. I'm multitasking. Look at that. But yeah, I've always been a big fan of like the Camelback locomotives, and I like the front facing locomotives. All right, let me see what we're looking at. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna need another load at least. Like, hold on, give me just a second. I will see if I can pull up. All right, so yeah, this one's probably one of my favorite ones, like the older ones. I'm playing solo. Yeah, I can make it multiplayer if you want to join. I love the stupidity of this locomotive. But my all-time favorite that I've ever seen is probably this one right here. I just think it looks so goofy. Like the little rinky-dink little type thing. But there's like numerous designs that I'd love to see in a video game. Like you got that one that I'd love to see. Oh, that one's weird. Oh, that gives me nightmares. Oh my God. Massive freaking wheel. I want to see how much tractive effort that one gets for sure. Let me get this thing pulled over and we'll get it going. Or at least get it over to where we're going. And I'll save it right fast. You're not really going to have much to do unless you want to grab the Montezuma, move it out of the way, and grab the 10 mile or whatever they call that thing. I'll tell you now, I love Railroader, but you want to talk about a game that gets boring once you play it for a while, even when you have someone helping you. Railroader is the most boring, like boredom-inducing game I have ever played. And I'm not blaming the developers. It's just once you get to a certain point to where everything is so distanced out and you get into a rhythm, you start like freaking nodding off. You start freaking just sitting over here behind the regulator freaking oh god. Oh freaking falling asleep from boredom over here. Especially when you set it to where the AI does it. You know, I've only owned a few model trains in my lifetime. And I will never really forgive my dad. God rest his soul. He's dead now. Been dead for like 3 years. But I will never forgive him because there was a guy at the flea market one time. He had like, I don't remember what the smallest scale of locomotive is. But he had the smallest scale locomotive for like the Jupiter. The Jupiter is by far my favorite locomotive. That's why I love the Eureka in this game so much, right? By far my favorite locomotive. And I told my dad, I was like, dude, like, I don't even care if I have a model set or anything. I want this locomotive. And he wouldn't get it for me. And I think the guy bumped it down to like, I can't remember how much he bumped it down to, but like, um, it was like the paint job and everything. But like, it would have, I'm not even joking with you, I would have never run it or anything. It would have been sat on a shelf and just been there for me to look at and be like, oh my god, that's a beautiful locomotive. And that's one of the reasons why I wish to God Trains with a Z was not the only decent train game that you could get in here. Because I would love nothing more than to get. And I've talked about it before, and I wish I had the development skills in order to do this. Um, I wish that I could make a game kind of like Railroads Online, a little bit like Railroader, you know, certain things would be taken out of both of them in order to make this game. I want to make a game where you have narrow gauge and standard gauge, all the locomotives, and you can lay track like you can in Railroads Online. But instead of the track only having 2 rails, having 3 so that you can run either or wherever you want to. And I would get like every single locomotive from both gauges, put it into the game, add a little bit of life and stuff into it, and I would have my game that I would play more than anything else. And the biggest feature I would have is a sandbox version of the game to where you could build, buy, and whatever, and you didn't have to worry about money. Now, another little feature that I would add that I've noticed a lot of train games that I've ever played don't add is I'd like to see it when you have to build your own railroad. I'd like to see it to where, you know, maybe make it to where it's kind of like a pre-laid. Like, all right, so in this case, this map would have it to where maybe, you know, you've laid your track out to get to the sawmill and get back to the freight depot and sell. And then when you went to place your track, it would charge you a certain amount of money per whatever type of rail you wanted to use. So let's say a switch would cost, I don't know how much it would cost back in those days. Let's say $25, you know, for that. And then, you know, you'd have whatever for whatever the straight piece. Bridges would cost a little more, yada, yada, yada. That would be something that I would say that would make this game more interesting. people probably would like it a little bit more. Now, I'm going to run to the restroom right fast. When I get back, I'll do a multiplayer server. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. Host server, yes. Right. Yeah, we're not calling it that. Yeah, Railroad Roads. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm having issues today. We'll do private if we can. Invite only. We'll do password. Pretty easy password. Uh, I think all that's on automatically. I don't know. But yeah, I'd love to make a game where it had standard in. Now, the way I would probably do it is I would try to see like what the oldest locomotive, like we're talking like grabbing the freaking rocket. Like anybody that knows locomotives and stuff knows what the rocket is. Grabbing like old locomotives like the rocket, the best friend of Charleston, stuff like that, which by the way, we have a replica of that in the museum near me. I love that thing. It's so freaking goofy, but I love it. But um locomotives like that would be what you would start with, and then you'd slowly work your way up to like the 440s and stuff. Like you would go from like the beginning of steam locomotives to, whatever. What's going on? Okay, cool. We're good. Oh no. I've showed him a cheat. I gotta remember. Okay, there it is. Ban players. Yes. Wait, hold on. I think I can invite you. Hold on. Pancake Gamer. There you are. Get in here. All right, let me get this train back up, shall we? I find it funny that um the planet. Hold on. What is that? Hold on. What is that? What's it look like? Oh my God! What is that? It's adorable. Bro, I feel bad for the dude standing out there when it starts to rain, though. But I do love like these old like. Hold on, let's go. Like I like the British locomotives, oddly enough. They're starting to grow on me a little bit. That would be another thing. I'd have British locomotives as well. But like they looked so good. What in the Jesus Christ? What in the Jesus Christ is that and why do I want it? I can't even with half of these locomotives. There was one that I had in this picture or this book I had one time, and it looked so freaking goofy, bro. Like I can't even remember what it looked like, but oh my god, yeah, I know what the John Bull looks like. I remember. I think. Oh yeah, that. Hello, Tess. I can't. I can't take that seriously, dude. Why does it have the random pushed? So basically, I'd want two versions of the John Bull, I think. If I were gonna do that, I'd want only two versions of it. But yeah, you're talking about like a mix of Railroad Tycoon 3, Railroads Online, and Railroader. But see, the issue that I'm talking about with is Century of Steam is only focusing on narrow gauge. I'm talking about a game that has narrow gauge and standard gauge squished together, having both tracks and having way more locomotives. That game, though, I imagine would cost a crap ton of money for one, and two, oh hello, sir. Put my coal in the hole. Oh, yeah, we need to get a Discord chat going. Let me see if I can get one going. I gotta remember what your name is first. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. I haven't talked to you in forever, dude. Uh, which one is you? Discord has a official thing. You know what? I'll just let you message me. How about that? What did dear God, they messed with my Discord again. I mean, wait, hold on. Yeah, that just sounds like it would be dangerous and stupid at the same time. Dang, bro. You broke it. I know they're supposed to be adding, that's actually another thing we need to talk about, I guess, here. They're supposed to be adding soon. They're supposed to be adding a thing to Discord, which there's talk that they might not do it, but I get the feeling they're going to do it anyway. Um, to where every account gets set default to a teenage account, which means basically you won't have access to certain adult Discord things, which, no big deal. It's not going to affect me at all, but because y'all see the freaking things I'm on over here. Wait, no, that's the wrong button.
Hello.
Now, wow. What is this? Oh, yeah. Where? Oh no, train! Brakes.
How the heck are you talking on your freaking stream? Oh, it's delayed. Oh,
Yeah.
it is so delayed.
Yeah, like 15 seconds or something like that.
I was like, you said hello. I was like, oh, is this the same person that I'm watching the stream with?
Hello! You can probably close the stream now. Wait, what am I doing? I'm an idiot!
Yeah, no. Yeah, I changed my Discord name, and I think you unfriended me at some point.
No, because you were... I don't think so.
Yeah, because...
I know for the longest time you were, like, Ceremony Diver or whatever, so,
I
I just...
changed it because I just decided to be more open to the fact that I'm a furry, because, yeah.
Okay, well, no big deal here.
Yeah, and it's just each time I try and join the freaking voice chat in any of in any of the services, verify your phone. I don't have a phone.
The flip am I supposed to verify my phone if I don't have a phone?
That's
I keep...
exactly what I'm saying. I'm gonna guess this was a pre-laid map. Yeah, this is definitely a pre-laid map.
Shh. Don't tell anybody. Let them think I built it all.
Oh, this is pre-lit? No, this. What do you? What BS am I spewing? This is actually completely built by Mr. Wolfer over there.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to remember like where things are because I haven't played RRL
Yeah, this one...
in like 2025. Like I haven't played it since like the first month of 2025. So like a little over a year now.
Yeah. I only recently got started playing this again, and I was playing on a different map, and I was like, you know what? I want to give this map a try, and I like it, so I kept with it. Because I was playing on Pine Valley for a long time.
That just gets boring after a while because you just feel like you've seen
No!
everything.
I got so sick of Pine Valley because I was trying to get up to the freaking iron ore mine, and they have it at such a steep grade. Couldn't even get up it with like some of the best locomotives with high traction with the amount of cars that I had.
Do you only own one locomotive?
No, I have more. They're all over there at the sawmill. Well, the Montezuma's over there at the farm.
The farm. What is the Montezuma doing at the farm?
I had it hooked up to little itty bitty little train cars, and it was doing some farming stuff for me when I felt like doing farming stuff. I found out something that I find is completely stupid, by the way, with that. So you know the flat cars that are on the back of the Montezuma?
Yeah.
They haul more seats than the freaking enclosed trailers do!
That makes sense, actually, because there's less space for seats, because the walls...
I think the flat cars haul 6, the other ones haul like 3, and I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me, I wasted money on this. I got so mad about that, I just rage quit and bought flat cars.
I'm gonna fill up the Montezuma.
So you're gonna go play with the Montezuma. Good luck getting it up that hill that you have to go to get the water.
That's fine.
You can always go grab the 10 mile and play with it.
I'm a well-versed railroader, it's fine.
Ah, yes. Well versed. He says after openly admitting that he hasn't played this game in a year.
Remember, I'm the person who grinded all the way to the class 125 without using freaking cheats and stuff like that.
Hey,
Or-
sir, I've done that. I
No,
think.
you haven't. You went into a prelate, went to the back of that one
Shush,
step in Pine Valley
shush,
and
shush,
grabbed
shush,
it.
shush. No, I'm talking about like on. No, actually, no, that's a lie. I think the farthest I ever got completely grinding was
Oh, where's the water? Where do I get the water from? Oh,
multiple.
I gotta turn this. I gotta turn this thing around, don't I?
Not really. You can leave it where it's at. Yeah, this one. The ET and WNC 280, that thing. When they released it, like that was the last. Well, no, that's not true either. I did in fact have the bigger locomotive.
Where the hell am I supposed to get the water from? Because the only way for me to get the water would be me have to drive in your direction, go down the Y, hanging a left.
Well, you got to come over. You got to come over here anyway to get the seeds. So I mean, it's not that big of a thing.
Oh wait, fair. What do I pick up here again? Where
Seeds.
do I get this? The Freight Depot seeds. Got it.
Hmm.
All right, I'll open the regular all the way highball. Wait, is there a handbrake on anywhere? Probably should have checked that first.
No, there's no handbrakes. I use train brakes only, sir.
That's a good thing. But what if you have to leave a cut of cars somewhere?
I'll put the first handbrake on or whatever. Normally, that's what I do.
God, I hate the whistle in this game because it's really hard to like do a whistle.
Yeah, since they changed it from where it used to be, where it was down here next to the regulator and all, I can't stand it. Because it's like, oh yeah, I'm down here messing with the regulator and all. Wait, I want to blow the whistle. Oh, there we go. All right, highball it.
No, I'm highballing.
Well, I'm highballing first. I don't know.
Well, I'm highballing higher.
No. Just the
Yes.
no.
I swear, God, if you switch to switch rolls underneath the locomotive, I was gonna be so annoyed. Then we bring.
You like that?
I'm not re-railing that. That's just gonna stay there. Do you have automatic level? Okay, you do.
Yes. That's what makes it easier.
That's just gonna stay there.
Well, I mean, I broke it, so I can fix it. You know, no big deal. Yeah, because I'm.
You buy it.
Hey, because I'm Superman. You know, friggin'.
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's.
No,
Superman.
it's freaking no. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's John Railroadson.
I don't like calling him that.
Why?
Because that's what Heist originally started calling him.
Honestly, that's the only thing that I kind of agreed with was John Railroadson. I mean, what else are we gonna call him? Patty McPatface? I don't know.
I kept trying to load stuff into these freaking boxcars, thinking I could load more, and then it's like, no, you can only hold 3.
Bye.
You and your fancy whistle. You and your fancy little 440 over there. What is that? No, that's a 10-wheeler.
No, this is a 260. Thank you.
That's a 10-wheeler.
Bye.
No, a 10-wheeler. That's an 8-wheeler.
Wait, did I?
The 460.
Oh wait, hold on. I gotta throw the switches. You went and flipped again. Sell stuff. I agree. Selling stuff in Railroads Online would be very useful. Getting rid of those small cars would be the first thing I would do. Because those things are completely useless. No offense, but like they really are.
I just saw all these prop buildings. Put them up for auction. Get us a good amount of money.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
But I'd also put Tony up for sale.
Hey, you can't put me up for sale because I'm priceless.
Exactly, you're priceless, which means that I can put you at whatever price I want.
Dang it. I was hoping that you would go, oh, you're right. Everybody loves you, but no, just no. I could sell you for however much I want. Bro's gonna be like, I'll take a penny for him.
Don't undersell yourself.
Somebody's gonna be like, I'll give you half a penny.
Penny's not even
Sold to the
cheap.
man in yellow pants.
Why yellow?
I don't know. Random. I honestly prefer the bigger cars to the skeleton cars because, like, I remember the glitch that they had where you would go into the save that you had, and I actually had it happen. They would eject themselves into the world, and I remember having them hooked up to the Eureka, and that's what happened. They ejected themselves, and I just sat there, watched it happen, and I was like, I was just so done at that point. I was like, you know what? They're just gonna stay there, and I eventually just deleted them. I've used them a few times since then, but like they are cheaper by like $100, but I don't like them as much as I like the flat cars with the log carriers because I think it makes the train look cooler.
I like the skeleton log cars because those are actual historical log cars.
Yeah, these look like they were just something like, oh well, we're making yeah. To be honest, the only train that I feel like looks good with the skeleton cars is the Shed.
Agreed.
That is like the only. Oh, that's not true. The Heisler and the Climax would look good with them, but not as much. I think by far the Shay looks the best with them.
This yard layout is horrendous.
No, don't blame me. It wasn't me.
I'm used to being able to like roll into the depot, pick up seed pallets, and then just keep going forward, not back out of the siding.
Yeah, they like sightings apparently because that's basically how before I got my hands on this, I'm not even joking with you. Everything about this was the sighting. I'm not even joking with you.
I also don't like how the roundhouse is set up. I think that's a bit stupid.
Yeah, there's certain things about this particular layout that's okay, but
So now I have to back all the way up to the water tower.
yeah,
do back up?
I love the Montezuma, and that was actually one of the things that kind of got me. Did Heist ever actually finish doing that?
He's still working on it.
I figured. That's another thing where he's just flexing his money without really trying to. He's like, I'm gonna build a Montezuma. Like, dude, there's no way there's not a schematic out there that you could just grab and build it.
I mean, you gotta give the man credit for actually going over actual documents.
Yes.
And making it in a 3D modeling software. You gotta give the man credit for that.
Yeah, I can't do that. That's for sure. Hey,
Like,
T-Rex, what's up?
that, it's just I don't have the patience to scour over tons
I
of
messed with
documents.
CAD like for one class, and it was only because I had to, and I hated it. And I tried to build the Carpathia. It didn't work out. I never finished it. Funny enough, I have a favorite train, the Jupiter. I have a favorite ship, the Carpathia. I have a favorite tank, the M3 Lee and M3 Grant. And my favorite plane is the B-17G. Well, I don't know, the E's are kind of growing on me a little bit too, but yeah.
I don't know what the max speed on this railroad is, so I'm just gonna say, we're gonna go 20 miles per hour and we're not gonna change it.
I mean, most of the time you can go pretty fast on it, not gonna lie. Okay, you're going, what are you doing? Are you reversing all the way? You know what? Random. Okay, you've already thrown the switches. Good. I'm just gonna watch a train. You could use the Y to turn around. You know that, right?
I'm good. Also, there's a thing that says slow. I'm ignoring it.
Oh yeah, going up that, you probably do want to go slower. You're just gonna derail that thing like it's no tomorrow.
What? Who the hell laid this?
The developers.
I just slammed on the brakes because there were 5 different signs that said warning, slow, warning, slow.
Yeah, don't you just love it when they put them run one after the other though, and it don't give you not a lick of a warning or anything? It's just like, yeah, hey, guess what? You got to go slow.
This honestly does look pretty though, but like the scenic look of this looks really good. If there wasn't that giant bridge over there, this would look really scenic.
What do you mean the giant bridge? Oh, you haven't seen what I've built yet. You haven't seen what I've built. I gotta show you that. Give me a sec. When I get done unloading this, I'm gonna show you what I've built. Now, this is a line. This is a line. This is a line that I created myself, and I'm proud of it because it looks good. But everyone else that's played this game for a long enough period of time is gonna snart themselves.
There was another sign that said slow. I'm gonna ignore it.
You're actually going the smart way to load that up, by the way. Whatever you do, don't go the opposite way. It's not going to turn out good for you.
What the hell is that?
What?
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 I'm gonna mark it on the map. The heck is that? Oh, I can't mark anything.
I mean, you're able to drive trains. I'll make sure all the switches are aligned for you, too. Okay, you should be good, because there's only that one switch that I haven't. Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
The heck is this?
I'm wondering...
This giant floating bridge.
That's mine! Hold on. Let me go see if you're talking about the same bridge I'm thinking you're talking about.
This giant floating trestle bridge.
Oh, yes, that's mine. Hey, I couldn't get the rest of the bridges to work, so I had to...
While you're doing that, I'm crawling up this hill at a brisk 5 miles per hour. No, 9, sorry. That might be 8, actually.
Dude, do you like it at least?
I've seen worse, so I can't dog on you for it.
Hey, I had to do something to get over here, and that was all I could come up with at the time, so... Yeah, so it's something to look right here. What the
What the hell is this?
What? That's something they built, believe it or not.
Lake line. Oh, I'm finally picking up some real speed, guys.
Took him long enough, right, guys?
Oh, on the downhill now.
I gotta fix something right fast. You're gonna see things getting deleted. It's fine. Apparently, I didn't fix it last time I did it, but whatever.
Highball.
Highballing over the pass.
That's 25 miles per hour.
You might want to slow it down.
The sign said slow, but we're gonna ignore it. We've reached 25 now.
He's really trying to wreck my trains. Sir, I feel like now would be the perfect time for me to say, you break it, you buy it.
We have hit a 30.
Please stop. Don't break my train. Oh my god,
is 21 miles per hour.
I'm seeing just like a dart, just, Oh my god, the Montezuma is dying. You're killing those cylinders. All I hear is... So that's not how you railroad! Don't mind the flying man. Oh my god, it's screaming for help. Oh, you're gonna love this part. Wait till you get up here. There's like a massive incline, and this thing struggles. So you might want to full throttle it, like right now. No brake, just keep going. And pray.
So you said this thing struggles?
It does, normally. Of course, when it did struggle for me, I had braked midway through that incline, and it just didn't want to move.
And now back to highballing.
When you get done, I want you to get over here and look at what I've built. We're gonna go through the go through the whole line, and I'm gonna listen to you cringe as I show you what I've
We
done.
shut the throttle off and we just coast. We hit the brake now. Because I think I passed the water grab thing.
Which one are you at? Hold on. Because there's two different ones you have to stop at. Yeah, you actually did. Oh well, it's fine.
Wait, is
Those
this loading?
cars,
No, it's
those cars are really hard to load. I'll tell you that now. I can't stand trying to load them. I'm thinking about getting like two of the big ones and just doing with that. Shoot. Do that noise with me, boy. You're wasting water. Back up a little bit. Brake now.
nice.
Brake now. Right now.
I'm braking.
There you go. Alright, I back her up. Oh, I forgot you have that magic power.
We're gonna start slamming on the brake with 64% or 100%. Let's see, can I? Nope.
Nope. Try again later. Have a good one, Ricky. Maybe I got a little older. Maybe I got a little older T-Rex since last time. Or it could be because of the fact that I've got a massive fan on my laptop that likes to go when I'm playing the game. Or I'm just overly excited to finally have somebody that would join me into Railroads Online. Now you got to pull all the way forward again.
Well,
so I
that's
can.
good because I'm planning going that direction anyways.
You don't want to go back that way. You need to go the other way. Trust me.
I'm going back that way because I'm not backing up the entire way.
Well, then you're not gonna make it. But hold on, before you go, stop.
I already filled up this one. All these front three are already full. I'm rolling all the way back to fill up the very rear one.
But stop! You sounded so weird. Also, make sure you're in my thingy. Or you know how to do that.
I forgot how to do that. Is it tab?
I'm in tab. I don't know how to do it. Yeah, it's click on my name and then you go join company. I can give you permissions. You can change switch, use vehicles. You can't build, you can't demolish, you can't purchase, which sucks. I think I might remove vegetation. You can't do either. Yeah, I'm not giving you that access, sir. You ain't removing my trees. That's my job.
Damn, I wanted to build a whole new railway.
You missed it so bad.
It's fine.
Just dump water on the rails. It's fine. It'll run off.
Cleaning the ties.
Thanks, T-Rex.
Rust proofing.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Rust proofing by making it rusty. Therefore, it can't get any more rusty.
Alright, there you go. Alright, now follow me. Fly, baby, fly. Come with me if you want to live. Just follow the flying man. Alright, so our route starts over here. Now, this is the coal industries route. I haven't finished it, so, bear with me. So we go all the way over here. We go past the thing. Oh, God, drift. And we go all the way over here. Everything is fine and normal until we get here.
I see a bridge.
Shush, 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 shush. Alright, then we go up.
Beautiful waterfall bridge.
Yeah, we gotta go up. And then this is where it gets kind of janky. Alright? This is a switch. You gotta no, this is a switchback. So the train goes around, you park it, you throw the switch. You go back this way. I did this just out of spite, by the way, because I know Heist hates it. And then you have the switch back here with the floating bumper. We're not gonna pay attention to that. And then you go this way, and you thought that bridge you saw earlier was bad. Wait until you get a load of this one. So it goes all the way over here, which, by the way, I couldn't go any further. And then go all the way over here. All this is 1%, by the way. I did that on purpose. You go
You
all
want
the
a
way over here.
switchback?
What?
You want a switchback?
Yeah. And then
Switchback there.
and then you got this, then you go back that
There's
way,
this bridge that just goes nowhere.
and then you go this way, which is also part of the switchback, then you go back this way.
You need to clear some trees from this if you were planning on using this.
Not anytime soon, because I haven't even gotten any of this stuff yet. And then we go this way.
And this is the bridge I saw earlier, I believe.
Yes, we go over the coal mine, and then there's another switchback, which we have to reverse. Now, granted, that bridge you saw, you have to go backwards up. And then you go all the way over here, all the way over
The
here.
more I see this from the sky, the more it hurts.
And then we go forwards all the way over here.
I've already lost you.
Over here. And then we go all the way over here. And this is actually kind of where it gets kind of normal again. Till it doesn't.
Where?
You know, you kind of do all this.
What is
I
it?
did
Kinda
all of
normal?
this. Yeah, I did all of this to keep from having to do another switchback. I'm not even joking with you.
Is that why there's just a random bridge here? Where does this
There,
bridge
there's
go?
like one bridge. Keep coming, come on. Then we go all the way over here. And then you take this sharp corner.
I could definitely hit this at 140.
Oh yeah, and then
It
you
glitches
have
into the ground.
it's fine, it's fine. And then you have the
Try
coal
running
mine.
a train over that?
No. I'll probably
Can I get poems to purchase something so I can try and run a hand car over that?
hold on, I gotta remember how to do that. Permissions. Purchase on. There you go.
I forgot the button. Purchased it. Order this.
Just don't waste
gonna-
my money.
We're gonna enter this. Or let's see. Is it this
Why's
way?
there firewood on here? When did they make that a thing? I'm pretty positive it'll make it over there, but you know. Oh, that was so janky watching that thing hit that bridge. Did it just derail?
Hold on. You're just gonna have to hit this with speed to glitch your engine over it.
You serious? I can fix it. It's not gonna take me much. Hold on. Emailing you.
You say that now, and then you go to fix it, and it's just gonna be pain and misery.
No, I'll be fine. Watch. I know what I'm doing.
Control.
Alright, gotta remember what buttons I have though first.
Yes, that's true.
We'll
Damn
do a
it.
3% grade.
Dang it. Gosh darn it, I can't destroy a rock.
Alright, and oh no! Yep, this'll work.
Let me see this. I got up to go hop in the Montezuma, then I just
Alright, see you later, T-Rex. Seal of approval, right?
Sure.
I gotta try that again. That was horrible.
What you should try doing is using an embankment, like an embankment with rails on it, and just building up so it's a ramp to connect from here.
I gotta
to
shift.
here.
Oh, that's just too hard. Especially when I can do this. And Matthew!
Why do you think I said?
I tried to make it better, and then it made it worse.
I have building experience. I've been up at 4 a.m. building track for like several hours straight.
I used to do that too, and then I figured out this was a better yeah, that'll work a little bit better, I think. Yeah, that works a lot better. Yeah, I like that better anyway. Of course, that's not the end of it. Continue following. And then you go through the random forest of doom. and you have the smelter. Now, I had to, I'm not even joking with you, improvise. I'm planning on having a locomotive specifically set to do this. Um, we climb up here. I couldn't find the actual grab points for it. So I'm just, I hope and pray it'll work. But yeah, we're not going to talk about how high that actually goes. And then you have the switch that'll lead to the other mine. And both of these have turnaround points, believe it or not. So yeah, have fun. That's the route. It'll take me forever to actually be able to use it, but it'll be fun when I do. Because I'm going to have hopefully witnesses to watch me fail
You're
miserably.
gonna put a stop thingy on the end of the switch so no one inadvertently drives off the end of it.
No, I just figured I'd leave it there.
Oh, fine. I mean, that's
For
wonderful. Great idea. Absolutely wonderful.
for the boys type stuff.
Going to cut 50,000 trees down.
Is that actually an achievement?
No.
Why do I feel like
It's
you
just-
want it to be achievement though?
I do. Deforestation is a fun thing.
I'm about to
The
turn
hell
into a
is-
freaking Karen over here. Freaking.
Where's my Montezuma? There's my Montezuma. Watch as a railroad professional gets this locomotive out of here and back onto where it needs to go. Let's see, did I fill up that one car? Did I?
I gotta go make sure I have all the brakes off on this train right fast because I don't think I do. I in fact do not. All right, Moscow, let's go. I love the Moscow. It's such a pretty locomotive. So, do you want to know what I'm actually grinding for?
Sure.
I'm trying to get to the climax, and it's a pain.
Why the climax?
So I can make it up to the sawmill because I couldn't do it with the freaking 10 mile. And that was with 3 cars, by the way.
Meat parking point. Okay.
I can't tell you how mad I was at that too. Like freaking, I bought it with the expectation that I'd make it up there with 3 cars. I barely made it up there with 3 cars. And I was like, oh, I can add more later. And it struggled with 3 cars. And I was like, yeah, that's not working out well. So now I have 12 cars. And I have no idea if the climax will even be able to make it up there. Yeah, booger. Here.
So, Mr. Wolf, you said this was a bad idea to go this way. I don't see why it's a bad idea. I'm
Wait
going
till you-
perfectly fine.
Wait until you get to that one spot where it starts going uphill again. Yeah, you'll bog down and you'll be screaming for help.
3% grade ahead. I forgot what is the max grade a Montezuma can climb again with this many cars?
Not that high. Put it that way. Hello, booger. You being a good boy. Sometimes I wish I had a face. Sometimes I wish I had a face cam so that the people could see the booger. Yeah,
Yeah, slow it
booger.
down a bit, but like we stopped the slow down at like 13 miles per hour. We are now gaining speed again.
I'm telling you, when I did it, I'm not even joking with you. I had it full throttle and everything. It stopped, and I had to go get the 10 mile to pull it.
15 mile per hour? Where did you stop at?
I don't remember. Totally not just gonna
Where's
let
the
you.
Or am I near where you got stuck at?
I don't know. I'm not looking at the map.
Past one of the water towers.
Yeah, you're now at where I got stopped at. Have fun. Now do you? Why? Now do you understand why I said don't go that way loaded?
Superior engine handling skills. quick rock yourself back and forth. Come on, come on, come on, come on,
You are not
Good.
pulling a heist right now.
come on. Montezuma, we can move it an inch at a time.
Guys, I feel like I should tell him if he isn't back here in about 5 minutes, he's fired.
Montezuma's brakes can't even hold this train back.
To be fair, the Montezuma's brakes can't even hold the Montezuma, so
Well, if I do that, and then I, this, and then I full throttle it, I reduce the brake ever so slightly.
I love listening to people struggle.
I then re-rail one of the cars ahead of it to take off a little bit of weight. Maybe, just maybe.
Dude, I did that. What map was it? I did that on a map where I unhooked because I had too many. It was Aurora Falls because that map they've messed that map up bad, dude. Like bad, they messed it up. And
This.
I will tell
The
you,
thing is,
man.
I'm near the top of the hill. Like I'm at pretty much the top of it. So
But
if I just like take the brake off more.
Yes, take the brake off more.
I drop the throttle and then I try.
Smarter words have never been said, ladies and gentlemen. Take the brake off more.
I take off one of the handbrakes.
I'm listening to his downfall.
Can't remember. I gotta also remember to cut the brake lines on Tony's car.
What? Hold on a minute. What?
What?
What? Excuse me, sir. What was that last comment?
Nothing.
Sure, nothing. I heard that.
We set the handbrake on the very rear car of this thing, a very rear part of the seed thing, and then we unhook the seed.
Do you need the Mosca to come and save you?
No. We're gonna leave the seats here.
The seats?
We're gonna leave the seats here.
I swear I hear you saying seats, as in S-E-A-T. I'm like, where are there seats in that train?
We're gonna take the Montezuma's seat out, reduce weight.
Yeah. Are we pulling one of those Fast and Furious? Are we pulling one of those Fast and Furious moves now? Is that what happened? Yeah. Okay, be careful.
You're then gonna
Alright.
we're also gonna empty the tender of water, reduce all that weight.
Okay.
And then we're gonna run
Okay.
bankrupt.
Okay.
God damn, this thing can't even hold 3 cars on the hill. What the hell?
Hey, I'm already gone, dude. I can always go get the Betsy and help you.
So it can climb the hill perfectly fine, but as soon as you put 3 cars into the equation, it can't do jack diddly squat.
Do you need an extra Betsy?
No, I need emotional support.
Alright, hold on.
Well, you can't get my dirty hands, right?
Meanwhile,
Have no fear. The emotional support is on the way. Hold on. I just gotta make sure it's fired up.
I just uncoupled the train from the Montezuma and just see superior train handling skills. I got the train to the top of the hill. I got the locomotive. But everything else behind it's currently sitting about halfway up the hill with all its handbrakes on.
Praying, hoping and praying.
Yeah, you just get enough. We just get enough employees, and we can push it. Micah, shush.
Hi, emotional support Betsy's here.
What?
Red Dead?
No, I'm not playing Red Dead Redemption 2. This is not Red Dead Redemption 2, Micah. How in what magical, mystical world is this Red Dead Redemption 2?
Hi, your emotional support Betsy's here.
This is not Derail Valley. Bet Tony wishes this was Derail Valley.
No, I don't. I hate that game. I don't know. I haven't played it yet.
Wait, are you in the driving mode of this?
Yes.
Control still?
Track
Yes.
building game.
Hello.
Remember the
What the?
name?
Hey, how dare you? Mine. Stop moving me.
Okay, we're good. We got the Betsy. You're good. You're good. You're good. And dunk.
All right, now unhook it. Hurry up.
You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, blah, 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 blah.
Micah, shut up and go away.
Do you have the cars unhooked?
Deadly laser.
Oh my gosh, but
No, I'm grabbing it so that I can help me. Oh, that's gonna. Dunk.
please don't break my train.
We can turn the handbrakes off. We can set the throttle to full.
Leave my throttle alone. Mine. I was gonna pull this with Betsy and show you up.
That's wishful thinking.
It might be in the truck. Probably not. But hold on.
We're moving forward or backwards?
Go
Did
check
you
the
take
truck.
all of the brakes
Wait, it's
off?
not in my pocket.
Did not take all of the brakes off.
I'm trying, okay? Silence, mortal. Okay, my train now, sucker. Did it just stop?
No, we are inching. Look at the
You
back
know-
of the train, Tony.
You know, Betsy's brake was still on.
Oh.
Turn the
I was
cylinder
about to
cocks
say,
off.
What is this? I was about to say, what is this train made of? Freaking titanium?
Yeah,
Oh.
now I want to test something. Hey, get the Montezuma. Ain't working. Help me! Hurry up! This ain't going good. Wait, I've stopped. It's okay. I got this. I can do it. Just get another Betsy and I'll be okay. Wait, that's not how you... My God! Beat the crap out of the train!
I think we just sent this back all the way back down the hill, reverting all of our progress.
You ruined it! Hey, at least we know like the two locomotives that can do this though. At least. The only thing I got against it though is I don't like how they have it set up to where they run it at the same time. I'll show you how to do this. Says the Betsy, proceeds to uncouple cars and dies.
And then the Montezuma proceeds to slam into the Betsy.
Mm-hmm. I need to get this thing some more water. It's like halfway empty. This thing used to have a really hard time keeping water in it. I hate the fact that the Montezuma has more water in it than the two other locomotives. Is there an incline here? Yeah, there is. I'll just wait. Can you turn the cylinder cocks off, please? It's driving me nuts.
Backwards on this bridge, not gonna fall off it.
Oh, you haven't seen the switches that are just floating yet, have you?
No, I've seen one of them.
Yeah, that was
This
my
is the most
doing.
Abysmal thing.
Hey, guess
I
what?
You could just, like,
Catch.
let go of the Betsy. You know, we're just gonna do this. How much?
No!
This?
No, my God! Yeah! No! No! Go away! My train!
I hope you have
Mine!
the brakes on completely full. We're not stopping this.
Mine! 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 Oh well, there's no backwards momentum whatsoever. She's just not moving at all. You little son of a... That's it. You're done. Get out of here.
No.
Are you now pushing me? No more re-railing for you.
I had to do that because you were holding up the train.
You know what? My train, my rules, boy. My save, my rules. You don't want Betsy's help? Fine.
What if I just...
Oh, dang. I was hoping that would work.
Does that thing have brakes on?
Maybe. Alright, you can come down now. Just
I'm very curious of where you place that Betsy.
Just make sure you come full throttle, alright? Just make sure you got it set at all highball,
Oh, you want me to hook up the throttle all the way? Got it.
Man, they must have fixed. They must have fixed that because it used to be you would do that and your train would just die. Man, they broke all the fun stuff. Or fixed all the fun stuff.
I hope, I had my reverser set to 60% throttle and I was getting up there at freaking rapid speeds. It would be hilarious. Put like a random switch somewhere over here that would just derail you off into the water.
Insurance claim type things. Be like, officer, I swear I don't know how the train ended up in the water.
It was the railroad designer's fault.
They didn't realign that switch like they said they were gonna. Why is that even a switch? I don't know, officer.
Oh, Grand Montezuma of the Lake, what is your wisdom?
Feed me more wood.
We'll now speed. Because we are speed demons.
I don't know what the top speed for the Mosca is, so... I think the Montezuma is actually like one of the fastest locomotives early game. Because I think the fastest I've ever been able to get any locomotive so far is like 20, other than the Montezuma. Also, you
drop off. God damn it! God, that sneaks up on you.
It really does. And that's the bad thing about the freaking Montezuma, bro. It has no brakes. You got a load behind you. That thing ain't stopping. Just make sure you're in the company before you go and do anything crazy.
I am in the company.
Cool, we're now at $3,000.
Damn, only 3,000? What have you been doing with your money, Tony?
I bought the Mosca, I bought the Betsy too, and I bought 3 cordwood cars. Now I'm about to take a long freaking route that I probably don't even need to take. To go all the way back to load up some planks. If you want to, you can grab the Glenbrook and go load it up with some more wood. Because it needs it.
I'm fine. I'm gonna continue running water.
I think that the farm should be completely full now with stuff.
No, water. It's still at like 28 or 100.
Yeah, I know that. I'm talking about like with the stuff because I got 31 out of 31 or 31 out of 40 for the supply stuff. If you want to keep running all that stuff, that's fine. I just get
How do you run hay? Like, where does the hay go?
I think it goes way the flip up to where I'm at somewhere. No, over there where the coal mine and all is on the map behind you.
It goes
Yeah,
to...
and you. Yeah, and then like that's why I kind of gave up on messing with that because like I didn't really see a reason to start messing with all that stuff yet.
Oh, how do we get a cattle car?
Yeah, I'm not doing all that yet. That's why I said that. You know, I'm not doing all that until I can at least get everything else I need. I mean, we can get them ready to go, but like, I mean, I'm not grabbing a cattle cart anytime soon.
Right now, I just want to know how much like one of them costs and if we have it unlocked.
I can't remember how much one will cost. I know the freaking passenger car that literally does nothing is $900 freaking dollars. Cattle car is $950. But luckily, it also holds tools, so it has a double use. So, yeah, that's always a positive.
Right, so we're going to be like level, what, 5?
Yeah. And I reached that a while ago. 4 or 5, somewhere around in there.
Alright, this one, stock car. Yeah, you need,
You're not gonna, you're gonna love where I'm going at right now.
900, you need $950, and, yeah.
And there's a special way that I want them done. Like, you know, for the numbers, I try to do them based on, like, where I would, like, grab them. So, like, the coal cars and stuff are, like, 400. So it would start 400 and we would go up. And I think after that, you get, like, I think the box cars were, like, 5, I think.
We could
And
get
then
a hopper car and haul grain, because I don't know how much grain sell, like, how much does grain sell for?
I don't know. I don't have that, spreadsheet anymore. I don't think. Go and look. I might still have it saved.
I'm pretty sure I
Content
have it
creator, important favorites, or import favorites, Snap Runner. Nope. I, in fact, do not.
The vehicle is full. Who the hell's in a Montezuma?
Shouldn't be anybody. I ain't in it.
Oh. Oh, my internet disconnected. That's what happened.
Oh, that's nice.
Or did you disconnect to me?
I didn't disconnect you.
Alright.
Why would I disconnect the person that's helping me?
Oh, I don't even know. I don't even remember what the password is.
Wolf. WOLF. Quite literally. It's like the password for everything now.
I will be right back. I'm gonna use restroom.
How long have I been streaming this now? Probably about an hour. And almost 2 hours, actually. It's crazy, you know? It doesn't feel like it's been 2 hours. I gotta be careful coming around this area. Oh boy. This is such a horrible way to do this. I don't know why they thought this was a smart idea, but apparently they thought it was a smart idea. You always tell your train's struggling when you take a corner and it starts going chugga chugga chugga. Ugh. Where is the Montezuma? Oh, that's okay. We're good. Got worried there for a second.
I'm back.
Hello. You might see the Montezuma or Mosca steam by you. Maybe I don't know. I can't remember which direction this thing goes anymore. I think you're too far. I think you're nowhere near where I'm actually going. So never mind. Hello, Chris. Also, I'm almost at. Nope, I'm now at 2 hours of playing this, and it doesn't feel like I have.
So I can only drive the Montezuma in first person because it says it's full.
I get the feeling that's a multiplayer desync thing.
Yes. So I can't see where the drop-off is.
Have you tried leaving and rejoining?
That's what happened, is I got kicked out while driving because my internet decided to be garbage, and now we can't, like... We're just gonna... We're just...
Hold on, let me see if I can come and fix it right fast. Hold on, because this thing's got a while ago before it's going to be where it needs to go. So let me go and see if I can fix it right now. If you've broke my locomotive, me and you are good.
I didn't do it on purpose, Chief.
Kick your ass. Yeah, it won't let me in it either. It won't even give me the message of, hey, it's full. It's just, hey. I'm clicking F and it ain't doing nothing.
Can you, like, shut the throttle off in there?
Yeah. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Brake on. There we go.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I can at least... Did I join your...
Make my money! Make my money! Sound like a deranged old man. Shut up, Rooster!
You have
Hey.
$4,000 now. I hope you're happy.
I'm not. There's no such thing as happiness. If that ain't the most legit response you've ever heard, there ain't never gonna be a legit response. There's no such thing as happiness. If you want to, you can back it up and I'll tell you when to stop.
I'm just gonna drop the throttle and, like, put the brake on, like, 86%. We're gonna put the brake on 100, and then we're just gonna let it slow
My train's now...
let it slow roll back so that way you can just, like, delete it while it's like, not delete it.
Yeah, delete it. All right, let me delete it right fast. Just
let's open the boxcar because the animation it probably has to do that.
Actually, don't. But oh, you little son of... There you go.
Hold on. I loaded this. Excuse me, I loaded this boxcar.
Apparently, you did not. Failure.
I also loaded this one.
Man, you've cost me more money being here than you'll ever be useful. Get out. Gets fired on his first day. Has that, like, I want to know if that's a record or not. Like, has anybody ever actually gotten fired on their first day of work?
Well, we're gonna shut the brake off. We're gonna put the regulator to 100%. We're gonna go into reverse and we're gonna back up the same way we came to get water.
Hold on. I gotta look this up.
Honestly, just like get rid of the seed cars. Just like put them on. Oh wait, I can't put them on siding because I don't have bell berms. Can't build a siding to put them on.
Hold on. A colleague was fired after a customer mistreated them during a sales meeting and he was sent home immediately. Ouch. If you had to choose what locomotive I got next, what would you choose?
Depends what locomotives can you get?
All the way up until the climax. Then I can't get anything before or at the climax and after.
Where's the climax again?
Look at 6.
I want you to get the 260 Mogul wood powered. Unless you already have that one. What are your funds right now? Oh, you don't have enough, right? Okay, let me go make you some money.
What are you trying to get?
I want you to get the 260 wood-powered Mogul.
Why?
Because it's a cute little locomotive and it has a lot of power.
The little is not what I would call that locomotive. Ever.
It's wood-powered.
Also, give me just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to end the stream here, but I'm going to continue to grind. I hope everybody has a lovely day, and remember, you must